Okay, so for 7, 6, this was your inverse. So you're just gonna get the 2 by 2. Find the inverse of the 2 by 2. Remember to do these. You're gonna find the determinant of this. So -3 times 1 minus 2 times -2. This ends up being -3 plus 4, or 1. I would do 1 over whatever that is. So this time it's just 1. If it obviously may not be so pretty on your test, you just put it in the bottom. And then you take and you modify your original matrix. You switch A and D. So -3 and 1 goes here. And you change the signs on B and C. So this becomes 2 and -2. And then I'm just going to distribute in that 1, or I would distribute in whatever fraction's there. And I end up with -3, 2, -2, 1 as the inverse. Should you have time at the end, remember that you can check these. If you do A times B, you should get 1, 0, 0, 1, or B times A, you should get 1, 0, 0, 1. So they may not be that pretty of numbers, so it might be a little bit harder to do that because you're going to get fractions. But if you do have it, it might be easy to do. Okay, then we did the determinant like for all the things in 7, 8, right? So you're doing it for area, you're doing it for collinear, and then you're doing it for Kramer's rule to solve a systems of equation. So for area, we take our 3 coordinate points that they will give you and make them the first and second column of a matrix. So -3, 2, 2, -3, -4, -4. I fill the third column with 1s. And then I want to find the determinant of this 3 by 3. So I duplicate column 1 and column 2. I multiply down the diagonals that run from the top left to the bottom right. So I get -3 times -3 times 1, which is 9, plus 2 times 1 times -4, which is a -8, plus 1 times 2 times -4, which is also -8. So I'd get 1 minus 8, which is -7. Then I go back the other direction, top right, bottom left. And I get 1 times -3 times 4, which is 12. -3 times 1 times -4, which is also 12. 2 times 2 times 1, which is 4. And you get 24 plus 4, which is 28. And then I do the first one I got, -7, minus the second one I got. And that's super important because otherwise your sign's going to be wrong. So we're here, yes? Good? Area is always positive, so if it's positive, it stays positive. If it's negative, I change it back to negative, and then I multiply it by a half or divide it by 2. You could literally just write it as 35 over 2. You could also rewrite it as 17 and a half. You could also write it as 17.5. Any of those answers are right. Good?
So I could just put 35 over 2 in as well?
Correct.
Or negative. No positive.
Please be careful with your signs. Please be careful when you're multiplying down your angle, down your diagonals.
That's 17.5.
Correct. Yeah, that's dot.
We just can leave it as a fraction, right?
You can leave it as a fraction. Yeah, I would strongly recommend it. Less work. All right, 2 says determine whether the points 0, -5, 2, 1, and 4, 7 are collinear. So for these, I start with a matrix again. Coordinate points, filling in the third column with the 1s. Duplicate the first and second row. And do the same thing. Find the determinant. So top left, bottom right first. This is 0, minus 20, plus 14. That's -6. Go back the other way. 4 plus 0 minus 10, -6. And then I do the first minus the second. So -6 minus a -6. That becomes +6. And this is 0. Which means they are collinear. If they have no area, right, there's no area formed by it, that would give you an area of 0, which means they're collinear. If it is anything other than 0, they are not collinear. Questions on that one? Okay, then we did Kramer's rule. Kramer's rule to solve a 2-variable and Kramer's rule to solve a 3-variable. So the very first thing I do for both of those is take my system and rewrite it in an augmented matrix. So -7, 11, -1, 3, -9, and 9. And I cannot stress the importance of going slow and carefully in this process because you want to make sure you don't miss a sign or rewrite something wrong because obviously it will make the rest wrong. Now to find, I have to find 3 determinants. Just D, which is your x's and your y's. D of x, which is your constants and your y's. D of y, which is your x's and your constants. So here's my x, here's my y, here's my constants. D is x and y. -7, 3, 11, and -9. I'm going to go back and finish that in a second. D of x, we take out the x's from that first column and we put in the constants, and we keep the y where it is. D of y, we leave the x's where they originally are. We take out the y's and replace them with the constants. Then I Jesus fish 3 times, yes. Okay, -9 times -7 minus 3 times 11. 63 minus 33, which is 30. -9 times -1 minus 9 times 11. 9 minus 99, which is -90. Now, I have not made your makeup yet, but the original test that will be given on Wednesday, these should be whole numbers. So at this point, if x is not divisible by d, like d of x is not divisible by d, check your work because something's wrong. Then d of y, 9 times -7 minus 3 times -1, -63 minus a -3 is -60. So x is d of x over d, -90 over 30. Y is -60 over d, which is -2. It's literally going to give you this space to fill out like a box. Here's the work for d. Here's the work for d of x. Here's the work for d of y. And then give me your x and your y. So you'll put it in coordinate point form, -3, -2. Questions on that one? These are also should be, if you have the time, easy to check. Just take them, plug them back in. Make sure they work in your equations. All right, then the 3 by 3. So we're going to set up the matrices, but we're not going to work. We'll cheat and use the calculator to find the actual determinants because we've done it 3 times now. But so first thing is rewrite your matrix. This time you've got x's, you've got y's, you've got z's, and you've got constants. And this time we find 4 determinants. So D is the x's, the y's, the z's. 4, -1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, -2, 6. Then I find D of x. Which column do you replace? The x's. I take out the x, I put in the constant. -5, 10, 1, keep the y's, -1, 2, -2, keep the z's, 1, 3, 6. Then I find D of y. Which one do you replace? The y's. I keep the x's. I replace the constants. Or I replace the y's with the constants, and then I keep the z's.
They're not going to be ridiculously big numbers.
No.
The homework.
No.
I quit.
I know. I mean, it generates as many, whatever. So you could get hard numbers. All right, then D of z.
Like, we have 670 or something. Like, I'm not.
No. Keep the x's, keep the y's, replace the z's with the constants. And then you literally have to do your determinant 4 times. We are going to cheat just for time purposes, but you will do this like using our calculator. Yeah. We're using our resources that are allowed to us, so we're not really cheating because I'm telling you can do it. So determinant of the first one.
Why do we have a D2?
It's DZ. Oh.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we have more.
This should be 55. I'm using my calculator. -5, -1, 1. I didn't actually. This is -55.
Wait, if you didn't go to college for this, would you go to college?
It's a whole nother conversation. We can talk about that later. Yeah, but the video doesn't need to know all about my life. All right, 4, negative 5, 1, 2, 10, 3, 5, 1, 6. D of y, 165.
That's why it's so secretive. Yeah, that's what I'm tell us.
I'm actually in the CIA. Shh. D of z equals 110. All right, so then x is d of x over d. Y, d of y over d. Z, d of z over d.
You're the target. You know it's Devin.
So this is 1, this is 3, this is 2. Which one? Negative. This one's negative, right? That one. Yes, thank you. Let's talk test. So I'm not going to work through all these examples just because we don't have time. But just like a heads up of what you're going to see, and this is on your review. But from 7-5, you're going to see addition, subtraction, scalar, and multiplication just like you did on your quiz. So 7-5 was on your quiz. Be prepared, obviously, to see these things. Be really careful in the I cannot do it part, because I cannot give you partial credit if you say I cannot do it when you can. Like I can't give you credit for work because you didn't do it, okay? So make sure your dimensions are the same. I would say when I get the test, the first thing I would do is write the dimensions underneath it. 2 by 3, 2 by 2. And then go through. So if it's A and B, those are different dimensions. Can't be done. And if it says Y, make sure you describe Y. Different dimensions. They don't have the same dimensions. One is a 2 by 2 and one's a 3 by 3. Like any of those would have gotten you the credit for that. Savvy. No, they'll be on the video, but also like I want you to do the PDF review tonight. I can post these, but I won't have time to work it out today in class. That's all. Yeah.
Addition, subtraction, you can only do it if the same.
Exactly the same dimensions.
Multiplication has to be the inner two.
Correct.
The matrix that makes it the outer two.
Correct. So if you go to B you can do because A and C have the same dimensions. C, now you're multiplying. When you're multiplying, the inner two have to match. So A and B, we look at the inner two, they are the same, so it can be done. The outer two are the dimensions of your answer. So a 2 by 3 would be the result of A times B. And then I do row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, row 2, column 1, row 2, column 2, like that. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of content, I would say. It just, they take a long time. Okay, so then A, if you look at D, D is A times C. So A and C, middle two numbers match. Outer two numbers are the result. So those could both be done. This would be a 2 by 2. If we have time tomorrow, I will go back and work these out. But I definitely want you to make sure that you do the PDF tonight. Okay, then came the inverse of the matrix. We just did these, right? 1 over the determinant gets multiplied by, switch the A and the D, negate or change the signs on the B and the C. We just did that in the warm-up. This is not on your test. Don't worry about it. That's the 3 by 3. Okay. This is where it's going to be a little bit different than your quiz. Okay. So the minors and cofactors. So pay attention, please. Listen up. Otherwise, you're going to be very confused when you get your test. So the minors and cofactors, you need to know how to do them full on, but I'm only going to ask for one row. I'm going to ask for the minor of row 1, the cofactors of row 1, or the minors of row 2, cofactors of row 2. Only one row, because it takes so freaking long, right? So if I said go to row 2 and give me all the minors and cofactors of row 2, you would do the minor of row 2, column 1, the minor of row 2, column 2, and the minor of row 2, column 3. So I only focus on that one. Row 2, column 1 means that's what I cross out. I would find the determinant of what's left. Negative 2, 3, 2, 5. Then if I did row 2, column 2, row 2, column 2, I would find the determinant of 1, 3, 5, and 5. And then row 2, column 3, I would cross through row 2, column 3, and I would find the determinant of what's left. I would work this through negative 10 minus 6, negative 16. 5 minus 15, negative 10. 2 minus a negative 10, 12. And there will be a line that says M21, M22, M23, or M11, M12, M13. So I will tell you what row. Then you have to find the cofactors of the same ones. So remember your cofactors, you change the signs on the north, south, east, west of your answer. Here, 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 and here. If it is this row we're looking at, then I would change the sign. So my cofactor of 2,1 would be a positive 16, and the cofactor of 2,3 would be a negative 12. The cofactor of 2,2 would stay negative 10, okay? I think I did row 1, but just in case you see row 2 or whatever it is, like on the initial one, I don't know about the makeup, then make sure you know which row it is. Do not work all the way through because it has happened before. Somebody literally doesn't pay attention to instructions, doesn't look at the answer lines, and works all the way through and gets all the determinants and then waste all the time. Like you're doing 6 extra determinants if you do that. Don't do that. Make sure you figure out what row you're doing and only focus on that one. There's no bonus on this one.
So like, if I do the whole thing and I still finish with time left.
Go back and check is what I would say to do.
So then you just, so those extra ones won't be bonus. They'll just be like.
Correct.
this is my time.
Correct.
That's silly.
Correct.
What she just said.
Don't do it, is what I just said. Yeah, what you just said. Should I do? I say no.
Go with it.
All right, 7, 8. 7, 8 is your area, your collinear, and your Kramer's rule that we literally just did. Okay? Questions?